Hey there, it's Jessica with Pineapple Relations. I wanted to put a video together for you to talk about Kartra's Help Desk. And if I were being completely honest with you, I would tell you that Kartra's Help Desk is one crazy powerful system that often gets overlooked, and it brings in a ton of functionality. We're going to talk about the features, how to set it up, how to use it, and all of that inside this video. So let's jump right in. If you're inside your account, you will jump over to the help desk area, and to create a new help desk, hit the blue button down at the bottom and give your help desk a name. Now, this name, while it does say for your reference only, is the name that shows up in the tab at the top when people access your help desk. So name this mindfully and name it for your business. So if it's for me, I'm going to name it the Pineapple Relations Help Center. And then I'm going to be jumped right into the wizard to set up everything that I need in my help desk. So if you want to go ahead and host this entirely in Kartra, you can go ahead and choose this first one. If you want to host it on your own pages, you'll be given embeddable code that you can pop into your pages and carry on like that. It does want you to provide the link to your support page, and you would do that here, and then you can choose the color for the floating help desk button that would show up on those pages that you get. So, but for this tutorial, we're going to host it in Kartra. You can choose the way that your login tickets look. Now, this is very simple, and there are only a handful of colors to choose from. At this time, you cannot add a custom color to this. It's one of the questions that I get asked all the time. You can arrow through here and choose the color. My honest suggestion is to pick the one that is closest to your brand or a lovely complement to your brand colors. Here, this is kind of close to mine. Let's see, this is better. This is a little better for me. And then you can save that. Great. Then you have your custom marquee. Now, this is the image that shows when people access your help desk. This is the one that I have set up in the help desk that I use. It's an on-brand-ish image for me. This is my actual laptop and notebooks and sparkly pens that I use all the time. When you choose this image, you have a handful of images that Kartra has provided for you, or you can choose to upload your own. If you're going to upload your own, the size dimensions here are 1330 by 1080. Now, I will give you a suggestion and a tip here. If you are uploading a photo, my general suggestion is to not include something with someone's face on it, because the way that our monitors press and compress, someone's face could get cut off. If you want to include your logo on the background image, maybe to use a more on-brand font, maybe to increase more brand awareness, my suggestion is to put it smack in the center of the image that you choose and upload it from there. If you want to have marquee text, it is just very plain text on here. You can choose to have that here. It is in white and the font cannot change. And then if you wanted to adjust the color of the overlay color, you can certainly go ahead and do that. And then you can dictate how dark that image is by doing that. So that takes care of your customization settings. All right, up in departments, this is for when someone submits a ticket, what department does it go to? Now, you have lots of options here. You can include their examples like billing support, technical support. You can include the names of your programs. And when someone comes in to submit a ticket, let's go to the support tab up here. When they come in to submit a ticket, they will choose the department that they want this to go to. So think of your user experience when you create these. You can also create internal departments only for you and only for your team. After you create each of your departments, go ahead and hit add. So we'll do billing support and add, and then my next one will be tech support, and then my third one will be sales, or let's do sales. like this is the program that we're creating. And then you can go ahead and hit save. For your support channels, you can choose what support channels that you would like, as long as they're available to you within your account. Now, depending on the type of account that you have with Kartra, you may have different options here. A support ticket is a ticket that gets submitted to you, so you can respond at your leisure. You can adjust the tagline behind here, and then once you have decided that this is what you want it to say, go ahead and activate the channel. If you want to do phone support, you can also put in a phone tagline for this and include the phone numbers for each of your departments that you have included and hit activate channel. If you have live chat available, you can include the tagline here. Now, please note that even if you say live chat is open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5, you would still need to have someone available and to turn it on if you are using live chat. And then the fourth option is a Skype option with the Skype ID for each of those departments. And if you have something selected and you don't want to use it, you can unselect it by off-clicking it. But you need to have one in order to go ahead and get started and move forward in this process. Great. Now you have the choice to choose between emails or tickets. And these choices are completely up to you. If you want to interact through the help desk and keep everything self-contained in Kartra, your clients will post a ticket and then you will reply, and it will all live in the help desk. It doesn't come to email, aside that you get an email notification that a help desk ticket has been submitted, which can be adjusted, and that is over in email notifications. When you respond to someone, it sends them a notification so they can send and reply to the ticket. So that is there. So they log in, they see their answers, and they also get an email, and we'll talk about that in email notifications a little later in this video. If you wanted to do this seamlessly through email, you can set that up here as well. If you want to use email for your support, you do need to set up a forwarding rule inside your email provider, and there are instructions within here. I'm not going to go into that in this video because every email provider is a little different in the way that they handle their setup. So we're going to interact through the help desk. All right. If you are supporting products, you can list out the support tickets or the support products that you are offering for. You'll enter these just like departments. So let's say I'm doing this for the learning library, and then add, and we'll call this for elevated Kartrability, and add, and those would be my departments. And this allows us a step into our next step, which is creating a searchable question area. So for our supported products, we can write a support wiki, and a wiki is a database. As you're creating your help desk, you may not know what the questions are going to be just yet, but as you see the questions come through, and as you see questions asked often, it might be a good idea to create the knowledge base for your questions, but we'll walk through it while we're here. If you want to create a wiki knowledge base, you can add categories for your wiki. So let's call this category password questions. And our descriptions, questions about and logging in. So this is our category, and then you can create your article for that. And this is the article title. I usually leave these to be the questions that people ask. My password doesn't work in the category password questions. And then you have all of the space to write the question, the answer, leave a video if you wanted to add a video, add images, be super clear and transparent here, add article search keywords, and then include what product that this help desk gets created for. And now we've created these articles. You can create and add and expand to this as often as you like, but please don't feel overwhelmed to do this now while you're setting up. You can, but don't feel that you need and that you have to. Great. If you are offering products with payments, products with the ability to cancel or request refunds, you can set up self-billing within your help desk. And this makes it super easy for your audience to be able to come in and request cancellation, to request a refund if it applies, or they can come in and adjust their credit card. But it's your choice on whether you want to include that or not. If you want to include the self-billing section, say yes. And if you don't, you can say no to. But if you say yes, you will be given the option to let users request refunds. You can say yes or you can say no. Now, allowing refunds here depends on the refund period that you set in the products that you sell on Kartra. So if they're within a refund period, this would apply. If they're out of the refund period, then it certainly wouldn't apply. And then you're able to choose whether you want to execute refunds automatically or manually. If you want to set these, this applies to all products that are sold within Kartra, so choose wisely here. If you choose manual refund, you can choose what department that help desk ticket gets submitted to, because that does become a help desk ticket. Same thing applies for cancellations. Yes, allow them to cancel, or no, don't allow them to cancel. And again, you can choose here if it's automatic or manual in the department that it gets attached to. Again, here, this applies to all products that have subscriptions within your Kartra account. All right, we are almost completed the setup process. If you want to capture them as leads, if someone is new and they submit a ticket, you can say yes or you can say no. But if they say yes, you will have this very familiar screen under what tags do you want to assign, what lists you want to add them to, and if you want to subscribe them to any sequences that you have. Okay, now here's your help desk link. You can change this to one of your custom domains and change the slug at the end. And that is for if you are using this on a Kartra domain. If you were choosing to have an embed option, your options here would be just a little different. And I love that they're already gearing you towards the next steps in creating your help desk. So your signature area. Signature area lives in tickets and exists for each person on your team. These are people who have team member accounts within your account. So for me, this is mine, and this is the signature that I have attached to mine. If you want to change this for different people on your team, you are totally good to do that, but each person would appear here. The other thing I want to show you here is the option for canned responses. If you are determining that you have a question that comes up all the time, something like forgot password, you can pre-prep, you can prepare the standard response for them, and when that ticket comes in, you are easily able to automatically go in and respond with the canned response in which area that it belongs to. If you want to create new canned responses, you can come in, give it a name, and assign what help desks that this response belongs to if you have multiple help desks. If you are running live chat, it is very similar here. You have an option for canned responses. You have all of these that are set up in my account already, and if you wanted to create new ones, you can go ahead and do that. And then you have introductions, and introductions here are kind of like signatures on tickets. They are the first thing that would show up when someone interacts with that chat feature. All right, since I am in my account, I am going to submit a ticket as a test option to show you what this looks like when somebody comes in through the Help Desk Center. and I've gone ahead and passed this off. What you can also see here is that you've got a wiki for programs that have different articles in it. I can search the wiki if I wanted to, but we've got all of these things here that help your user experience. I can log in to see my orders if I have my email and my order ID. I can see the tickets that I have submitted if I log in, and I'm able to send a support ticket as well. So while we were doing that, I want to refresh my account, and I can see that I have this red dot showing up that says I have a new ticket submitted for me to review. It's yellow because it hasn't been responded to yet. I can see when it was submitted, how long it's been waiting for me, and who it's from, and it all shows up right here. The default view is to show you all help desks, but you can certainly toggle this to different help desks if you wanted to see different pieces of conversation. And when you click into this, you can see this is what it says. You can also see any labels that have been assigned, any previous conversations that this person has, any transactions associated, and it's all right here within this one space. You can transfer agents if this belongs to someone else. You can postpone it and deal with it later, or you can just go ahead and respond to it now. So I can come in here and here's my signature, and I can pop in my canned responses just by clicking forgot password and bring that information in, and it's already here. I can go ahead and say, assign this ticket to me, email me if there's a reply, or post it as a private note that would go internally to our team by itself, and then I can post the message. From here, it's marked as replied, and I can handle it however I want from here. Live chat options are very, very similar. The only difference on live chat is if you need to log someone in to be part of the live chat, you would just need to toggle them as available for whatever department they're logged in for, and then they will need to log out when they're finished. If someone is logged in as support, they get a banner at the bottom that just has a pop-up and it rings like a doorbell when someone submits a ticket. All right, last thing I want to talk about here, and I know this is long and it's long-winded, is if we come over into email notifications, which if you've watched any of my videos, email notifications are one of my favorite areas. You have email notifications to your leads and to your team. And both of those have areas for help desk notifications. And this, I think, is such an important area where you've got your help desk forgot password, your help desk new ticket confirmation to a lead. This goes when someone has submitted a ticket. Thank you for your ticket. Here's the help desk page and your email address and your login. If there is a reply from the help desk, this is the response that they get. We've responded to your ticket. You may go here to read your ticket. And then the ones that go to your team. You can toggle this again to go to help desk notifications, and then help desk notification ticket to a vendor. Let's go into the edit box here. So any help desk, any department goes to me. That's the way that I want my account set up for right now. And it just says that there's a new help ticket. Here's the information, bloppity blop. If you want to say that from this help center, if it is billing, it needs to go to Ruth, for example, Ruth would only get notified when there is a billing support question. So this really gives you a ton of customization options as far as notifying someone within your account if they are working on specific teams. So let's think you have a customer support team. Not everybody needs to know that there's a customer support ticket. Or maybe you have someone else handling the tech questions. Maybe that's tech. Maybe you have a sales team that's responsible for sales team questions. All of those things are completely possible within email notifications. All right, that's all I have on help desks. It is an incredibly powerful area that you can set up and connect to different pages. You can bring it into other areas. You can link it from other areas. I love the help desk. I love all of the functionality that it brings to the table, and I love all the things that you can do with it when you within your account. And I so love that using a help desk allows you to have super streamlined communication on the back end, that everyone on your team has the ability to see past conversations and all the bits in between. If you have any questions, you can drop them below.